Good morning, everybody at Morrisville. This is Professor Rachel Ann Copland. I'm really excited you'll be joining me for this semester. Like I've told you in the emails, our lectures will be through a link to this live stream video that I'll upload to my YouTube channel. Sometimes you'll have more than one lecture for the week to view. Often when I do the online lectures and I get feedback from students on emails, I might do another lecture to clarify something or to make a special announcement. So please keep up with your emails. That's one of the most important things you're going to want to do this semester. And your Blackboard announcements. Blackboard announcements is where I will communicate with you about new assignments, new lecture material, and your homework assignments. So the course is going to be asynchronous, which means we're not going to meet as a class together. But on Blackboard, I've combined both of my groups of 25 students, both sections, into one section so that when you're on the discussion boards, you have a lot of different people to interact with, a lot of different opinions to view. Your participation in the course will be graded on your participation in turning in assignments and your discussion board participation. Additionally, you will be required to talk to me, whether that's on the phone, FaceTime, Skype. Basically, when those things occur, I will be emailing you to set up a time with me, and we will talk about your preferences for how you'd like to hold the meeting. So that's part of how we'll build some classroom community during this difficult time. So today I just wanted to go over the syllabus with you and your diagnostic expectations. So let's actually start with the diagnostic because I know some of you had questions about that. And basically, the diagnostic essay is to give your professor, me, a sample of your writing. I haven't seen your writing. I can view your transcripts or your transfer grades, but other than that, I don't know anything about you as a writer. And I think that's really important at the beginning of the course. And so does SUNY Morrisville. All composition courses, no matter what level, do a diagnostic essay right at the beginning of the course to help the professor diagnose what the classroom strengths and weaknesses are in the writing, and also to make sure you're placed in the appropriate writing course. So those diagnostics are going to be due tomorrow on Blackboard, which is Tuesday, August 25th by noon. Typically, your Blackboard assignments will be due at midnight on whatever day they're due, but because this diagnostic needs to be turned in by me to my department by Wednesday, I need you to send them in tomorrow by noon. This is a typed essay. I will not accept emails. You have to turn it in on Blackboard. And if you're not sure how to do that, you can contact the Blackboard support. You can also contact me. It's pretty simple. You just go into assignments on Blackboard and click on the diagnostic and attach your essay as if it were like an email attachment. So if you have questions about that, you can get in touch with me. The diagnostic essay expectations are I want to see how you construct an essay. So let's talk about some important characteristics of essay writing. We have a thesis statement, super important, right? The whole essay should be focused around the thesis statement. Now, one thing I made a little bit complicated for you in the prompt is that you have several different questions to answer. So this is kind of a test to see, can you look at a prompt that has um, many different legs of focus and put a focused essay together to address those things. The prompt is themed on your relationship with reading and writing. So you can choose to focus on particular values and beliefs that you have based on those skills you've built with reading and writing. You can talk about speech, like in speaking. That's also part of literacy. If you need help getting started, you can always contact me. But, talking to a family member about how you learned to read and write, because I'm sure most of you don't remember that. Speaking to a family member might be something beneficial that you could do and get their input on you as a reader and writer from someone else's perspective outside of your own. So let me know if you have questions about that. Let's move on to the syllabus. I'm going to pull up the syllabus on my screen. All right, so office hours are by appointment via email, and that basically means you email me, say, I'd like to schedule an appointment with you, and we chat about when we can meet. I don't have specific set office hours. I'm pretty much available based on student need. Looks like somebody wants to get in on this action. Can you say hi?
Hi.
So one reason that we are doing our work on live stream is because my family, I'll switch to that before we jump into the syllabus. I am a mom and a wife. I've got 3 young kids. Sonnet is 2. Selah is 6 and going into 1st grade, and Malachi is 8 and he's going into 3rd grade. I saw there's a Malachi in our course section, so shout out to you, Malachi. I hope you watch this and get your shout out. But yeah, I'm a busy mom, so these lectures might have children popping into them, which hopefully you think is cute and doesn't break your focus. Okay, back to the syllabus. So my office hours by appointment. So just let me know if you want to talk to me. Course format, online only. We're not going to have meetings together as a class, like I said before. You definitely need a good internet access. So if you're having issues with that, please let the campus know right away. You can look at the course description, focuses on all aspects of the research process. And basically the course builds into a very large paper at the end, but the work you do through the semester builds up to that paper. So you can continue using the work that you're building. That's the way I've set up the course, and it seems to work really well. You're going to be getting information on how to do works cited pages. I provide student samples of work for you to take a look at so you know what expectations are. Typically students produce 15 to 20 pages of total writing for the course. Not every single one of those pages is graded. This is just the writing you're expected to do. You can take a look at the student learning objectives. A lot of them are grammar focused, so you're going to want to focus on that through your writing. Prerequisite is that you were placed in Comp 101 or you completed Comp 100 at Morrisville or another school. The required textbooks include the 4th edition of Inventing Arguments. That's our main textbook. Please consider renting. It's expensive. You're not probably going to want to hold on to it at the end of the semester. There are some free online resources we're going to use. The Little Seagull notebook is recommended by SUNY Morrisville. I feel that you have plenty of resources available online, but Morrisville recommends that you buy the Little Seagull notebook, which is a handbook on how to cite MLA, APA, and all those things. Also gives you some grammar background. You're definitely going to have to check Blackboard daily and have access to my channel. And you'll also have to do daily use of school email. I put your tech contacts for Morrisville on the syllabus. There's a description of the learning activities and assessments we're going to do, including discussion boards, assignments, papers, and readings and lectures. One thing I want to note is you will not be successful in this course if you do not complete the readings or watch the lectures. I mean, that's pretty much the backbone of being successful in the course. So committing yourself to being a reader and a writer is really important for Comp 101. The next thing on the syllabus is your format of assignments. It's MLA, so you want to do double space, 12-point Times New Roman, proper indentation, and things like that. The grading scale, your discussion participation is 10%. The papers are the bulk of the course. This is a writing course, but it is divided into 4 different grades. We'll do a rhetorical analysis, a position paper, a research plan, and a research paper. Other assignments can be something like, I want you to turn in your notes on a certain week. You'll find out about those assignments via Blackboard announcements. That's 10% of your grade. And then the final reflection paper is pretty much like a simple guaranteed good grade. Basically just reflect on the semester and I give you a prompt to respond to. So it's like a 10% cushion. There is no final exam. There are no quizzes or exams in this course. You will be responsible to do work during finals exam week, but there's no exam. The grading scale is the next section of the syllabus. You can take a look at that and become familiar with it. One thing to be very careful about is that this course, you're not considered passing unless you have a 74. So if you have below a C, like if you have a C minus, you will not pass on and you will have to take 101 again. So please keep that in mind as you're seeing your grades on Blackboard. The course schedule, I'm obviously working on building. I put what I had done so you could get an idea, but I will post that once it's finished. Course policies, late work is totally unacceptable. If you would like to redo any of the 4 papers for an improved grade, you have to show proof of meeting with a tutor, and then I will regrade it. I have 50 students at Morrisville and around 36 at Cazenovia. I don't have time to deal with late work, nor do I think it's an appropriate thing for students to become accustomed to doing. So late work unacceptable. Participation in online attendance expectations. I already mentioned your attendance will be logged based on your discussion board participation. Being prepared for this course means you've prepped Blackboard, read over any rubrics and posts in the announcements. You've read and completed your homework assignments and responded to any relevant emails. At this point, I'd like to bring up, if you email me and say, I don't know what I missed, or can you tell me what I missed, or when is this assignment due? I will respond by saying check Blackboard, because you need to take initiative for your own education. I have all of that stuff on Blackboard that you can access. If you're having trouble accessing Blackboard, that's one thing. If you are just shooting me a quick note because you don't feel like getting on Blackboard and checking things, that's not acceptable. All right, I do expect that you're taking some sort of notes during the lecture that I'm recording. I will be going over some note-taking strategies, so don't worry if you're not accustomed to taking notes off of recordings, that's fine. The course materials folder on Blackboard is where the bulk of your materials will be published on Blackboard. You'll also have your assignments in the assignments and exams folder. The 4 things on Blackboard you need to pay attention to are number 1, the announcements, number 2, course materials, number 3, assignments and exams, and number 4, the discussion boards. So that's pretty much the only things we're going to be using on Blackboard. The YouTube live stream lectures that I record, I'm going to post to my channel, and you can view them through links I send you on your Blackboard announcements, or you can just get on my channel and look at new videos. All of the videos this semester will be for Morrisville students. So just look at the date and check them out. You can read about the no-show compliance. Hopefully that doesn't happen to anybody. There's some information about how to engage in online etiquette. So, you know, being sensitive to the fact that there are different cultural and linguistic backgrounds, not you want to make sure you're being polite and thinking about others' opinions and things like that and being respectful. So you can read over those things. There are some links in the syllabus for the college catalog, how to cancel and withdraw, academic policies. One thing I want to point out to you is plagiarism is a serious academic offense. I have had students be put on academic probation from doing plagiarism, and I really, really do not like engaging with that kind of administrative paperwork, and just it's very sad. So please don't plagiarize. Plagiarism includes copying other people's work. It includes paying someone to do work for you. It includes getting your mom to write your paper for you. Those are all considered plagiarism or academic dishonesty. One thing I like to tell my students is, of course, you can float through college by cheating. It's actually pretty simple to do. But it's not any more simple than doing the work itself. Usually, in order to plagiarize, you're doing just as much work as it would be to do the paper. Also, you're paying a heavy price to attend college, so I suggest you commit to doing whatever is assigned to you, whether it's a challenge or not. Reasonable accommodations and accessibility statement. You can take a look at that for the content. Adair will help you out there. English language learners also can have accommodations through contacting Dr. Mary Bondaroff. The tutoring center, more information will be coming about that. It's going to be available online. I'm not sure if they're doing in-person tutoring at the college yet. I think all of that is still being decided as of today. So I'll keep you updated about what's available for tutoring resources. In this course, we don't have to worry about physical distancing and PPE, but I do have a statement on the syllabus to remind you in case you're on campus about those behaviors and protocols. You also have SUNY Morrisville campus resources on the syllabus, including counseling services, which is a really important service to have access to. It's free, and I highly recommend using the counseling center, especially with all the stress of this semester, and you're probably mostly freshmen trying to balance a pretty rigorous course load. So feel free to reach out to the counseling center. If you need help reaching out to them, let me know. I'm a big advocate of receiving counseling when you need it. Okay, so just to review, I am going to send you an announcement that says, here's the lecture, and you'll get to view this lecture and listen to me kind of blab on about the syllabus. Hopefully the lectures won't be this boring in the future. It's the first day of class can be a little boring. Also remember the diagnostics, super important that I get that. Basically, I'm making sure that you are placed in the appropriate course, which is 101. And I will give you a snapshot of what the week is going to look like in your Blackboard announcements. Now, let me look at one more thing here. Okay. So your assignments that I will list for you on the announcements are your diagnostic essay is due on Blackboard tomorrow at noon, Tuesday, 8/25. You will have your first discussion board to post on introductions, which I'm creating that today. You need to purchase your textbooks and familiarize yourself with Blackboard and Morrisville email and calendar. From experience, a little bit about my background. I have secondary education background teaching grades 7 through 12 in public schools, and I have a charter school year of experience as well. I also have been a university success advisor. I've been a language learner teacher. I've been a literature teacher, a writing teacher. I've been a professional writing tutor. So I have been involved in education in many ways. And one reason is because I like to help students be successful from lots of different avenues. So as far as familiarizing yourself with Morrisville email and the calendar and the Blackboard stuff, that is a huge recommendation that you should organize your email, have folders for each course. You could have folders for like emails from mom. You could have a folder for residential life emails, because otherwise you are going to be very overwhelmed with your emails, as I have been. That's one thing I need to take my own advice and get my emails organized. Organization, let me give a advisor feedback to you guys. Organization is key, especially with online. Also, self-motivation, alarms. I live my life during COVID off of alarms because I just can't keep track of time. So if you have any needs for like, I don't know how to get organized, or I'm falling behind because I can't figure out how to do this one thing on Blackboard, please just communicate with me any issues you're having. Even if it's a collegiate issue, I can do my best to help you reach someone that can help you. Student success is pretty much my career. So that's an important one. All right, so I'm going to go post that discussion board and send out that announcement, and I will talk to you later this week.